Thursday, knowing that they will be the group winners if they win by at least a 2-goal margin. A 1-goal win for Ten Hag's side would mean Man United and Real Sociedad cannot be separated on points or on their head-to-head records. So top spot would then be decided by goal difference. Real Sociedad are 2 goals ahead of Manchester United on that, 3 goals ahead of Manchester United on that front. So the Spanish side would win the group if they only lose by a 1-goal margin. Well, Marcus Rashford was on the score sheet for Manchester United tonight. He is 1 goal away from 100 in a United shirt. He's been talking to Natalie Quirk.
Well, Marcus, that was a dominant display, but just happy, I suppose, that you could get the job done this evening.
Yeah, definitely. I think they set up to defend well and play on the counter-attack. It took us a while in the first half. We actually got the goal from a set piece, so it's good to score from set pieces as well, so we're happy with that. But yeah, when we got 1-0 up, the game opened up a little bit more in the second half, and we created a lot more chances. We could have had a couple more goals as well.
Yeah, that first goal coming at a good time just before the break. Was there a sense from the team coming into the break at half-time of frustration that they weren't able to kill off that game with the chances in the first half?
I think it's a mix, between frustration and just calmness. You have to be calm to keep creating the chances, and then be clinical in taking the chances that you create. So I think the fact that we scored just before half-time is a big help. We come out in the second half looking for more goals, looking for more spaces, and we found them in the end.
I imagine it's pretty rewarding to come off the bench and make an impact on the game. You're just 1 goal away now from a landmark 100 goals for the club. Did that enter your thoughts at all tonight?
No, it's just about getting the job done. It will be nice when it does happen. It'll be a great achievement for myself and for my family. But yeah, focus on the next game now and look to win that game.
Obviously, the win tonight keeps the hopes of topping the group alive, and given the teams that are coming down from the Champions League, you'll be looking to avoid any kind of playoff game. Do you have the belief that motivation, the confidence now that you can do that in the final game with Real Sociedad?
Yeah, I think we have to go there and score 2 goals. We have to win by 2 goals. So we'll do what we always do. We'll try and create chances, try and score goals, and also try and defend well. It's going to be a tough game, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
And unbeaten now in 7 games. Is there a real feeling that this team are starting to click together?
Yeah, I think it's took a lot of hard work and a lot of time as well to adapt and change. But we're understanding it more and more now. We are keeping more and more clean sheets. We're defending better. We still need to score more goals going forward, but 3 goals tonight is good for us.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Looking really sharp at the moment, Marcus Rashford, and after coming on at half-time, how impressed were you with him?
Do you know, I was just blown away by the numbers there. 99 goals for Manchester United at 24. I think that's amazing. I think the talent's there for Marcus. He can play in so many different positions. Just needs to get a few more goals. But I think what he's been able to achieve at such a young age, Scholes, is pretty amazing.
Incredible, yeah. Not just the goals he scores, his appearances as well. I think at 24 years, 360.
360.
It's incredible, really. And look, the lad's a real talent. He bursts onto the scene when people didn't really expect him to. And look, he does get a little bit of stick for his finishing, but he does like to smash the ball a lot. He's not much of a player into corners. I think he could develop that. He's still young, 24. I think that can come to his game. And he would like to score more goals, but he's a real threat, and he makes a lot of chances himself as well. He's not someone who relies on everyone to make chances. He can go past people. He's quick, either foot as well. And he's it's a great achievement. 99 goals, scoring 100 goals for Man United. Stuff dreams are made of.
His overall game this season has been good, Scholes, hasn't it? Yeah. His link-up play and leading the line, and I think he's doing a lot of things really well. The goals will come. 99 at 24. I mean, it's amazing. By the time he's finished, he could have 250 goals for United, which is.
I think under Ten Hag as well, he's found a little form. And actually, you'd say over the last 18 months he's been a little bit quiet, maybe confidence had gone a little bit. I think under Ten Hag he's had a new lease of life.
Why do you think that is? Do you think his versatility appeals to Erik Ten Hag?
He's just a quality player, Marcus. He's got so much talent. He's got everything you need to be the perfect attacker. Can play multiple positions. He's quick. He's got great size. Goals. He's got great technique. Everything's there. I just think, obviously, when you start and you burst onto the scene, you do so well. I think his confidence has been hit. They had a lot of options in there with Ronaldo and Martial and all these different players, and he hasn't always played all the time. So I love his talent. I really do, and I think he's You know, he just needs to be a little bit more consistent in front of goal, and the goals will fly in for him.
He took his goal well tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, really good goal ahead. I'm not sure how many headers he has scored in them 99 goals, but yeah, fantastic goal. I think Luke Shaw it is who crosses the ball in, really good cross. As I say, not probably known for his heading ability, but yeah, that's a fantastic header. And don't really need to put much power onto it because the power's already on the cross, the pace is on the cross from Luke. Not much movement about it, but still, what is he, 10 yards out? Really good header, gave the keeper no chance.
Does well to get into that space there, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's exactly where you want to see him. You know, often I think he likes to be outside the box, you know, having shots because he likes that. But in there, there's plenty of goals, especially the way United with all the possession. If he's in there, the goals will come from him.
6 goals already this season, which is more than he scored in the entire of last campaign. Is he hitting form at the ideal time ahead of the World Cup?
We hope so. As an ex-English player, yeah, of course, yeah. And as we said, he did have a little bit of a lull in his career, and I think Ten Hag has really come in and given him confidence. He's his main man, I think, in them attacking areas. He's always fit. He's never injured. And as I always said, he's got everything to his game. You would like to see his finishing. The only thing you'd like to see his finishing get a little bit better, but he creates chances for himself. He can play on the left-hand side, he can play through the middle, play on the right-hand side. He gives you so many options, and he's, you know, so far this season, he's been fantastic.
He does give United all those options, but where do you think he gets the best out of himself? What position is his best on the pitch?
I think he still prefers that little left-hand channel. I think they all do. Martial, Jadon Sancho, I think they all prefer not to be the centre forward. I think they prefer left, and not wide left, kind of narrow off that left-hand side. I think it suits them. But I'm a Scholes. I just think he can play anywhere, you know. And I think if he can hold down one position, then he can probably get that consistency. But again, you know, to have those stats at 24 years old, he's 25 on Monday. You know, honestly, that deserves a huge compliment.
All of the talk heading into the game tonight would be whether or not Cristiano Ronaldo would start for Manchester United. Erik Ten Hag started him in the game, and he finally managed to get a goal, but not until late on, and he cut a frustrating figure throughout the match, didn't he? Can you understand why?
Yeah, of course, yeah. But he had plenty of chances in it, I suppose, and, you know, created that one for himself. And it's a chance you normally expect him to score, at least at the target. And eventually his goal came. It's a fantastic ball from Bruno. And you felt his goal was coming. Look, he missed so many chances. I think he missed a chance and booted the ball as far away as he possibly could because he was frustrated and he just couldn't get that goal. So to react to that header as well from the goalkeeper, to get the rebound, they're proper centre-forwards goals, and that's probably something that is a little bit missing from Marcus's game.
How much did he need that goal tonight?
Well, you can tell he wanted it. That's why he was so frustrated. And I think he was always in the right shows. His instincts are there. The finishing will come. You know, it's just. I think it's amazing. I think he deserves a huge compliment to be playing at this level still at 37. You know, and he wants to be. He wants to play all the time. He doesn't want to sit and watch. He doesn't want to go quietly. You know, Father Time is undefeated in every athlete. You know, and I appreciate that he's trying to hang on and play as long as he can. And I think the goals will come from him. You know, he's not scoring at the rate we saw last season, but if he keeps playing, I'm sure the goals will fly in for him.
Will everything that's happened in the last week now just be put to bed and be forgotten and be moved on?
Yeah, I think it was before the game. I think the way the manager's handled it has been perfect. He's dealt with it. He's come to this game. He's got prepared for this game, and try not to answer any more about it. It's done. It's dusted, as we said before. And Cristiano's not somebody who'll think about what's happened in the past. He'll only look forwards now. He'll try and score as many goals as he can. Will he still be here for the rest? I think he will be. I still think he has a lot to offer. It won't be in the way that he wants, but I think he'll probably come round to understanding that now. There'll still be games when he's needed, and his goals will be needed because he produces most of the time what his club needs, and this team, they will need important goals going through the season if they're going to be successful, and I think he's always handy to have around.
And Manchester United lead Sheriff by 1-0. And it's been completely one-sided in Manchester United's favour, but it took a set piece for them to take the lead through Diogo Dalot.
Yeah, it did. Good goal, really good quality from Eriksen, which has been missing a lot from that first half. A lot of possessions, he said. Fantastic corner from Christian Eriksen. And Dalot's not someone you'd expect to be up there heading the ball. He's probably not the tallest, but look, fantastic delivery, as I said. That makes a goal. Not too sure where the keeper is. He's a little bit in no man's land, and he doesn't come for it or doesn't stay on his line. So look, the goal was coming very much like the MOTD game, very dominant in possession, just that little last bit of quality is required.
As you say, it was a great ball into the box from Christian Eriksen from that corner. And has he been the standout player on the pitch in this first half?
Yeah, I think Scholes and I, we've just been sitting raving about him. Scholes was the master at this ball there, that little baby fade Scholes, the big switch, you had that in the bag. And he's just hit one beautiful pass after the other. He's obviously Casemiro's at the base, but if you get it to Eriksen and give him that space, Scholes, he's going to kill you.
Yeah, he should do. He's got so much space in the middle of the pitch. But we all know the quality this lad's had for years. He's been really good this season. Just not quite finding that final bit, but he's the one most likely. I've been impressed with Garnacho as well, actually. I think
yeah, really impressed.
Going down the outside, I think Robbie mentioned it in commentary. I'd like to see him go down the outside a little bit more. He seems to have the beating, cutting inside a little bit too much. But no, I've been impressed with him. I think it's a decent debut for him.
Yeah, Garnacho, as you say, is impressing out there. Clearly wants to impress the manager on his first ever start for United.
But that's what you want to see from young kids. You want to see them be positive, be direct, take the opportunity. He's been running at defenders every time. I think I'm with Scholes and South. When he goes outside, he's got the space there. When he comes inside, there's too many bodies. But he's been terrific in that first half. So
just the one goal for Manchester United, but at 0-0, Anthony with some unnecessary showboating. Discuss.
Well, if I was at number 61, I know what I'd be doing. But I don't know what he's doing. I think we'll see. I don't know if we're going to see a look from the manager. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's showboating. It's just, look at that. That sums up. What's he thinking of? He's not beating a man. He's not entertaining anybody. It's 0-0. Then he kicks the ball out. Look, that's the way he plays. I've seen him do it many a time in Ajax as well, and that's just the way he is. But I think he needs that knocking out of him.
If you're going to do it, the final pass has to be good. That's for sure. You can't kick it out. But look, that's just how it is a little bit now. But I think at 0-0, you don't really do that. You don't even really do that in, when you're 3 or 4-0. You've got to show respect for the other team. But I guess that's just sometimes players want to show their skills, but there needs to be function with it, and there wasn't there. And when you kick it out, I don't think that helps either.